Hello everyone, this is going to be a reading for Aquarius for February 2016. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching, for listening, for your wonderful comments and feedback. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing, for sharing. Thank you for all of it. It is absolutely amazing, and I am so incredibly grateful for you. I have a regular 5-card spread, and I have 2 additional cards for your love life, because it is a February and Valentine's is just around the corner. So I'm going to start with the 5-card spread, and I'll follow up with the 2 cards for your love life. So as always, in a position of now, or what is happening right now, we have the card called Rest and Rejuvenation. I always like to show you cards just so you can see. This is number 4. 4 is number of foundations, but it's the beginning of building foundations. This is also a card that indicates that you are now in the process of building foundation on your mental level. This card very much pertains to your mental activity, or your mental thought process, your analytical thought process. And what I'm being shown is that you are now at a time of rest, and I'm hearing the word after a long battle, or after a battle. So we're going to see if the other cards support that message. But you are now in a place of rest, and you are now in a place of recalculating or recalibrating what has happened, where you are now, where you want to go forward with what. So you are now in a place of centering yourself, calibrating yourself, and mentally preparing yourself for the next step of your life pertaining to your future. So let's see what the cards say as far as supporting this particular message. So what you are about to leave, or what you are leaving behind, your not too distant past, we have a card called Deception and Envy. And this is also a mental card, and it signifies to me that you are leaving a decision where you feel you have been wronged, or you have been wronged by someone. And remember when I said to you that you are now in a place of contemplation after a battle? Perhaps this was a mental battle because you felt wronged, someone wronged you, things didn't go according to plan, you felt like things were pulled from underneath you, or the carpet was pulled from underneath you. There's very much a sense of instability, and I'm hearing the word wrongdoing, and this is affecting you not only mentally but also emotionally. But there's a lot of thought process going on, and I'm very much seeing an individual, you or someone you know, who is thinking and asking themselves the question, why me? Okay, but that's what you are leaving behind. So it's in the past for the most part. Okay, what is about to enter your life in the next three months or 3 weeks? We have the card called Memories of Love. This is very much a card that pertains to your emotions. This is a number 6. Number 6 pertains to families, building families. And what is shown to me, and what's being said to me, is that in the near future, or in the not too long of a distance, and again 3 months, 3 weeks, within 3, you are going to find yourself reminiscing of what was. And this is to do with a relationship of sorts, of some sort. It could be romantic, it could be a work situation, it could also be a health situation, family situation, but I'm being drawn to someone leaving a situation, you leaving a situation, something leaving your life. And you are going to be reminiscing of what once was. Now, I'm going to ask him why this is important for you to know. Okay, it's important for you to know because despite the fact that you're going to go back in time and remember the good things, you are also going to be aware why things didn't work out, and therefore that will give you the courage to go ahead and find, I'm hearing the word, the love that you're looking for. So sounds to me like this pertains to maybe very much a love relationship. And if it does, well, it is Valentine's Day coming up around the corner, so this may very well be a love reading. But it could also pertain to career, jobs, families, and friendships. But I do get a relationship that is very intimate as being at the top of the list that's being addressed. So that's what's about to enter the next phase of your life. He wants me to emphasize the word family, and that can mean family with children or just a family union. So perhaps this is all relating to a family situation, and if that's the case, then you will understand what this means, because I don't know what it means to me. It means nothing to me. So, but let's keep going with the reading. Now, in your distant past, what we have, the card is called, excuse me, third eye chakra, or third eye chakra. For those of you who, incidentally, look at the number. It's number 6. So you've got 2 6s, and he asked me to draw attention to that. So if there is, for those of you who know about chakras, energy centers, third eye is right between the eyebrows, and it very much pertains to your ability to see, envision, visualize, and it is very much a psychic sense or your psychic eye, where you're able to see visions and premonitions in your mind's eye. And what he is showing me is that, interesting, he's showing me that you actually had either a vision, a premonition, or a hunch, or you foresaw whatever happened with this deception and envy long time ago. And he's showing me that it was shown to you, or you perceived it. I don't think you feared it, and that's why you saw it. It was somehow shown to you. Maybe it was a flash, maybe it was a thought, but you perceived it. Maybe you projected it forward, but it was forgotten, because he's showing me the number 3 or 4. This could be 3 or 4 years. I don't feel it's 3 or 4 months. Maybe for some of you it can be, but 3 or 4 comes to mind. So that's in your past. That's just giving you an indication of, you know, where you are with all of this. Now the final card, which is your future coming up within the next 6 months, we have the card called Patience and Planning, and this is another number 7. Okay, so you've got 2 6s and you've got 2 7s. I don't feel that's a coincidence. Okay, this card very much pertains to your physical aspect of who you are. Relationships, health, careers, money, real estate, possessions. But this card is shown to me, so it's patience and planning, but it's shown to me in reverse. Okay, so because it's shown to me in reverse, he's saying to me that there will be a tendency for you to be very hasty with the next phase, the next process, the next relationship, the next important undertaking. There will be hastiness with you to push something. And what I'm being shown is red light. Now this border is also red, and the reason why I'm being shown red light is because my guy wants to say stop, and he's saying stop because he wants you to think and really reevaluate where you're going and what you're trying to accomplish. And he wants you to look back at what you just left, the situation you just left, and he wants you to compare. Now the reason why he wants you to compare, because he's saying to me, you will find some things that are eerily similar. and he wants you to pay attention to it. Now, just because some things will be eerily similar, if it is a relationship, maybe there is somebody looks similar, they have similar traits, but just because, also jobs, it feels similar, but just because it's shown to you as being eerily similar, don't discount it, but don't necessarily paint it with the same brush. But he does want you to pay attention, because there is some kind of a lesson or learning opportunity there for you, where he says if you understand the lesson, you will move forward with great success. Not necessarily a message that I would ever think of getting with this particular card, but messages that I get are not from cards, they're just from my guide. Okay, so that's the general reading. Now, as far as your love life, presuming this wasn't about your love life, the first card I have is choose wisely. Now, this is to do with love relationships. So for those of you who are looking for love, it is asking you to choose wisely. Now, I want you to notice something very interesting. Number 7, and number 7. Okay? Now the green border represents emotion, so this is asking you to choose wisely with respect to emotional relationships. So this very much will apply to relationships with other people, or maybe with yourself too. But since this is about love life, I'm going to go with relationship with other people. So remember when he said that you are going to want to be hasty with making decisions, and this card comes right after saying choose wisely. There's a message in this for you. Okay, now the card from the angel deck, what do angels want you to know pertaining to your love life? It is the card called Ariel, and I will read to you what it says as always. The card says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So, because this card is, okay. I was just going to say, because this card pertains to love reading, I was going to ask what it means, but I already got the answer. What he's saying to me is that, what the angel wants you to know is that throughout the next little while, your psychic abilities, psychic senses, your intuition will be amplified. The angels want you to use your intuition in the next endeavor with respect to finding the one, or your love relationship or romantic relationship partnership. So first, they want you to choose wisely, and second, they want you to pay attention to your intuition. Now, if you know anything about intuition, and you probably do, most likely you wouldn't be listening to this if you didn't know about intuition. If you know anything about intuition, you will know that intuition will never sway you in a wrong direction. It'll never happen. That your intuition is your higher self or your spirit communicating to you. It is also your guides communicating through you, your loved ones communicating through you, the source, God, whatever you call it. So because spirit knows better than we do, because we have this thing called ego that's plagued with, fears and stuff that prevents us from oftentimes seeing clearly, your intuition can get through that mud of the inability to see clearly. So please use your intuition when it comes to your love life. He again wants me to point the number 7 as being very significant. So I'd like you to do me a favor. Please look up the spiritual significance of number 7 and see if that makes sense to you. He's also saying to me that a birth, something about a birth date and the number 7. So perhaps some of you who this is pertaining to have the number 7 in your birth date, year, month, or date. Okay, but he's asking me to pay attention to this, because for those of you that 7 somehow is resonating, it is amplified. That message is amplified. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. This was actually a very interesting reading. I am starting to see that I get even more information coming through with words rather than the cards, so that's always an interesting shift for me. Please let me know with your comments if this makes sense to you, and I always appreciate your feedback. If you would like a private reading, because this is a general reading, feel free to contact me. I will be more than happy to give you a reading. Right now the time is about 2 to 3 weeks as far as waiting time, so it's actually quite good. Skype, FaceTime for those of you who live in Vancouver, BC, is also in person. Feel free to also check out the radio show that I am on live, doing readings for 2 hours every other Sunday. You can call and we'll give you a reading. And I look forward to seeing you in March. Again, thank you so much for listening, for tuning in, for sharing, and I wish you best of luck, and of course, happy Valentine's Day. Bye.